No.
Good.
Hit the intro. All right. Welcome to F1 Bro Science Podcast from Chicago to Los Angeles. What's happening, everybody? We're back. We have another episode coming to you tonight, and we have Mr. John Eddy on the other end of this thing for your listening pleasures tonight. What's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
Good. Great. We're out here in the West Coast studios tonight.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Weather's pretty nice. How you been doing?
Good.
Yeah, we were in the pool today at my brother's house. Decided to cool off a little bit, and he wanted to show us something today, and it was because he needed us to help him move some stuff. So nice of him to involve us and show us something new. But yeah, it was
Right.
for a reason.
That's what brothers are for, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. What are brothers for? So since we're pretty much on hold, it seems like for the whole boat racing thing, we all know you might have broke a motor in or two.
Yeah,
How's that
I'd
going?
say so.
Yeah. So what do you do for your break-in process?
Well, usually I ride around for a couple hours and, go through the different RPMs and everything, and then I pretty much just run it as hard as I can and blow it over.
So yeah,
That's kind of what happened.
yeah, seen you a little scare there, but I mean, you're out in one piece. That's a good part. Boats can be fixed,
Right.
whatever.
Right, yeah.
But it sucks. I mean,
Oh, it does suck. I spent 6 months putting that boat together, and me and Toby went through every part on the boat, made sure it was absolutely perfect. All new pumps, all new solenoids, everything was dried out, because that boat, since I got it, has only finished one race. It has been underwater every race except for Port Natchez, Texas, 2 years ago.
yeah, I mean, you do like washing the inside of your boats to make sure they're
But
clean.
you got to get the dust out of them.
Hey, you got the Rookie of the Year, so that doesn't details, right?
Right, details, yeah. But yeah, we spent a lot of time trying to get it cleaned up and, and make sure that everything on the motors was perfect. All the electronics was new. Everything in the boat electrical was brand new. Everything on the boat was gone through, and it lasted 2 hours.
I don't mean to laugh, but that sucks. It's terrible.
Right,
But
yeah.
when you sent me the pictures of it when you got done, that thing looked awesome. And you're like, well, hold on, let me bust this thing up real quick. I don't
Right.
like this. It's too pretty.
No, it was one of those, you get guys together and you're going out there to break in motors. Well, you got to give it to Onion. I mean, you've got to show off at least. And there was a fishing tournament. We test on a 600-acre lake, so it's not, you can see the whole lake all the way around it. And they had a fishing tournament going on, so there was a lot of bass fishermen out there and everything. So you got to show off.
Of course. Not that much, though. Come on. They don't want to see flight.
But yeah, it was a rough ride. I had no helmet on, which I'll never do again.
Yeah, you're definitely a lucky guy. At least you were strapped in, so. I mean,
Right,
that go for
I
you.
just had put my seatbelts on the last pass, and I told Toby, I said, I'm going to run it wide open this time and put it into a corner, because, we've had problems with that boat turning. And we got that figured out. I told Toby, I said, this is the last pass, just one more. I said, I'm going to give it wide open, and we'll put it in the corner, we'll put it on the trailer and go home. And I didn't bring my helmet just for the simple fact I figured if I didn't have my helmet or my oxygen with me, that I wouldn't run the boat wide open. That didn't work out so well.
I don't think you can get in one of those things and not at least give it something. Like, okay.
Oh, you got to. I mean, you got to. It's just part of it. You got to give it to Onion.
Yeah, once you feel it, like, okay, let's see what else it's got. You
Right.
get after it. But, at least you're all right. Everything,
Yeah, everything worked out fine.
just a little bit more repair time. If you didn't like what it was doing in that 30 seconds you drove it, you got some fixing to do to change that now.
Right, yeah, it's actually, I've got it all apart now, and I'm going to take it to Mr. Fairchild's and let him redo where everything I tore up. It split it 6 feet back from the brake on the sponson.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So it split pretty bad, and I figured I'd let him fix it. He fixed the bottom on it to make it where it would turn, so might as well take it back to him.
Give him an excuse to get out of the house too and get some alone time.
Yeah, because Chris don't tear up boats as much no
more. He said
he
didn't have a lot of work this year so far. So no boats to fix, so I thought I'd give him one.
Yeah, like I said, when Chris isn't out there tearing up boats the way he used to, so he doesn't have something to do every weekend now. He needs to keep the dust off, get him going. Speaking of boats, you're building new ones too, right?
Getting ready to start again, yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool deal. Some more new rides out there for.
Yeah, Dave bought the Revolution molds and brought them up to me, and I'm going to start building them. But we're going to change the deck on it, so I'm going to pull that in as soon as I get that boat to Fairchild and start making a new deck for it. So it's got the crash boxes and everything.
That'll be nice. And you're just going to leave the bottom or whatever, maybe do a little tuning here and there, but the decks are going to change up.
Yeah, the first year we're just going to do the deck and see how it runs. And I got Rourke Summerford helping me with some of it. We can add some stuff to the deck. It'll make the boat run different because it's basically a Seaboat hull is what everybody tells me. You know, it runs a little nose high. So we can change some of the lift on the deck to make the boat's attitude change a little bit. And Rourke's involved in that. And we're going to build the seat kind of into the boat like we did at STV when we was building the Mod VP boats.
Right.
We're going to build the seat kind of into that to make a capsule, so where if you get hit wide open broadside, when you come out of it won't go through, the actual capsule will tear out of the boat and keep the driver safe.
Oh, kind of like the old Mod VPs where they're like bolted to the floors.
Yeah,
the original ones.
Something like that.
I mean, at least you got a guy helping you that really built a boat or two in his day. That's won a few races.
Yeah. I mean, I worked for Rourke for a long time. He taught me everything I know about fiberglass and half of what I know about being a person.
Yeah, I remember getting to go down to his shop when I was young with the Gimos, and Larry was driving an STV. I couldn't have been maybe 11 or 12. Thought, oh wow, I'm at STV. They build STV boats here, and to me that was huge just to be able to go there and see that.
I was probably the guy who was kicking at you when you was a kid back there.
Probably because you're like way older than me. But it's fun.
Yeah, so the Kneel Down guys were racing out in Oklahoma this weekend. I'm a little bit jealous of that. I wasn't that jealous till they got there, but now I'm, seeing them post stuff and the fact that they're out there, I'm a little envious.
Right. I'm sure you missed some of that smaller racing stuff, Spencer. It goes back to the roots, and it's when it was fun.
Yeah, but when you try and go back to stuff like that, it takes away from how good you were, because you remember how good you really were back when you did it, and then now if you go back and do it, then it makes you not as good as you were. So I'd like to keep that memory strong that I thought I was pretty good back then when I did that. So
right, that's cool.
So you're saying them youngsters will be all over you, huh?
Yeah. I think Dave would go back and run 45, but he's already jumped right straight into F1, so he don't, he's kind of don't want to make that step back. But I don't know. I think he'd have fun doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind maybe getting in a Sea Hydro again one day or doing something like that. I just have too many different things, too many different projects going on that I have a hard time finishing as it is. So.
Right on. Yeah, I understand that. I got so many projects going on, I don't know which one to start.
Yeah, I've never driven a Kneeler, but someone, I don't know if it was Pavlik or...
That's because you're a fat bastard and they don't make them big enough to hold your weight.
Yeah, runabout, bitch. But yeah, the Springfield thing got postponed, so that didn't happen this year. I just wanted to take a lap in one. That's why fat boys need big boats. That's why I got one.
Jim Robb run a Kneel Down for a long time, and he's a bigger guy. I mean, hell, Jim Robb's what, 6'1"?
Yeah, he's a bigger dude, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, he run one, but he was running, them things was running 90, 100 miles an hour. And, you put that into perspective that you're sitting on top of a piece of plywood doing 100 miles an hour, and there's guys chasing you that if you fall out, that'll run over your ass.
Yeah, right. I don't want to race one. I just wanted to drive one, just to say, all right. Oh, Fairchild's driven him, and he's 6'2" at least, and his
Right.
big ass fits in him. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know classes. I don't know much about those things at all. Just to say, I've done it. I've done OPC, done well, that's about it. Tunnel boats is the only thing I've ever driven, from Sports C up to F1. So can't
Right.
complain. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying an inboard one day too, just to say, all right, driven one,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
something new, something different.
Right.
Sorry, our producer's screwing with the camera right now over here in
Your kids asked
studio.
why you guys were looking a different direction.
Oh, we're looking at the
Trying to
computer.
adjust it.
Oh yeah, the junior producers are in the house commenting. Apparently,
Right.
damn kids.
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah, we've been on family vacation out here for the last few days.
Yeah, I'm still alive despite what people think. People are asking me if I'm still around because Tim's here with my kids and Monica, and I haven't been around on any of the Facebook stuff. So
Right. That's okay. I've been hanging out at Tim's house, so it's okay.
That's cool, man. Just make sure there's beer in there when you leave, right?
Right. Right.
Door's always. You know where my house is. You've been there.
Right. That's what I was saying. I'm hanging out at your house.
Cool, man. Gavin's there. Get his ass out of his room and do something.
I'm gonna get him to work my aims for me.
Yeah, there you go. He's good with that stuff. I think it's all computer controlled. If it ain't computer, and whatever. But
I know it.
teenagers.
Yeah, I can't keep up with all this technology. I just have to look for an 8-year-old kid somewhere and grab him up.
They can do this stuff with the ride shit. Like when I first got that Ames thing, Gavin knew all about it right away. So people are coming over to him. How the hell does this thing work? Like nobody really knows how any of this shit works. We just got in our boats because it's cool.
Right.
But it does, you get a lot of data off that stuff. And if you know what you're looking at, obviously you can make you better. Lap times, temperatures, throttle position, everything. How you're driving, it pretty much records it all.
Yeah, it records it. I don't know what you do with that data though. I mean, RJ West knows what to do with the data. I talked to him a couple of times, and he told me if I brought my boat up to Springfield, he'd help me with the aims and how to track this data and all this stuff. And he's telling me all this stuff, and I'm thinking, I have got to find a kid.
Right?
Because I don't even, he's talking about stuff I don't even understand.
Yeah, it does a lot of stuff. I mean, depending on what system even the simplest basic system to the high-end one that does so much data logging. Yeah, you need someone there who knows what the hell they're looking at. Or how to,
Right. I just want to hold it to the floor till I see fish. That's all I care about. Hold it to the floor, turn left, and see fish.
see fish, clean the inside of the boat.
You need a drink.
Right,
K-Dub
yeah.
just asked a question.
Oh, who did?
K-Dub.
Uh-oh, K-Dub's asking questions. What do we got?
Oh, here comes K-Dub.
What do we got?
She said what's up.
hopefully she's not trapped in the 5 blocks up there in Seattle that are barricaded in or whatever they're doing up there. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear they need food and stuff. They're running out. No one will come play nice with them.
So we hope you guys are all okay up in Seattle.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure what's going on up there because I'm trying to stay away from the news because it's overwhelming at this point.
It's depressing.
So,
See, let's
Right.
get away from that subject, I guess, before we get in trouble.
right. So on to the next. On to the next.
I'm the guy to
question.
get you in trouble on that one.
Second Amendment. That's all we can talk about, right?
That's right.
So what do you think your first race is going to be?
Well, I'm not going to race it all this year.
Yeah.
After that, Dave told me to come down. I bought a boat from Rusty Wyatt. I bought one of his boats, and then Dave bought another one of his boats. So I've got it down at Dave's shop because I gave it to Dave and told him to race it, and then he bought another one from Rusty. So I don't know. I'm not going to race this year, though. I'm going to work on the race trailer and try to get the living quarters straightened up and get my boat put back together and then get the new boat in the water. And just, I'll be at Springfield, though, I'm going to go up and help Jim Robb. So I'll see you guys at Springfield.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year because there's not going to be, doesn't look like too many races, and everybody is going to want to win that 1 or 2 races that we have. So there's probably going to be a lot of torn up equipment, it looks like, if I had to guess.
Right.
Yeah, that first turn's going to be interesting to say the least. Like, where do you really want to be? Either way
Right,
out
you know-
front or way outside.
For me, Springfield is all about the first turn. I don't care about any of the other races. I just wish we would drag race through the first corner, through the second buoy, and then shut them down and come back up and do it all over again and see who wins. That's my adrenaline rush right there, is the first corner.
Yeah,
I live for that first corner because all them boats coming together at one time, I live for that.
yeah, it's fun, especially in that Springfield, like you said. You make that first corner. Well, depending on where you are, you really set up for the next one because you got that righty. So it's like, okay.
I don't set up for shit. I just hold it to the floor and turn, try not to hit nobody. I don't care what happens.
In case you got to wash it out, make sure it's clean.
Half the time I can't even see. I'm just going and I'm looking to my left for an orange buoy so I know when to crank the wheel.
Hey, at least you're looking for that orange buoy.
Yeah, it's funny. I got this aim camera for my aim, and there's a digital screen that goes in the boat, and you can see what the camera sees.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to figure out where to put that thing in my boat where it makes the most sense so I can see whatever I want to see in the boat if I'm going through a rooster tail or something like that and I can't see anything. I was hoping maybe I'd be able to see on the camera better. So.
Right. Well, if it hooks up through Wi-Fi, put it on Ashton Rinker's boat. That way there's no spray in it. Oh, it sucked, didn't it, Spencer? I'm sorry.
That's a good one there. Yeah, he showed me that fancy little camera. I was looking at it. It ain't no bigger than a thumb drive. It's
yeah, it's like
small.
It's inch and a half. It's tiny.
And it's like
I got one of them for my dash. And the reason why I got when I go to the truck show, there's a guy next to me that sells all these little kind of cameras and for sports cameras and action cameras and all that shit. And it's like an inch by inch. And I got it to put on my dash this year because I thought, oh, that should be really cool to get the expression on my face when I'm either barrel rolling or blowing over.
Yeah, because you don't have a helmet on.
That'd be cool as shit.
Yeah, with no helmet, we could definitely see your face.
Right? Should have had it on, huh?
Did it?
No, man, I got a new steering wheel for the boat, and I put a 12-volt up on my steering wheel so I could kind of like fine-tune adjust when I was going down a straightaway because the 24-volt moves so fast. Sometimes you're over-trimmed or under-trimmed. You know, I'm not as good as what you guys are, so I try to throw a little extra in there. And
I feel like you might want to think about adding a 24 down.
Yeah. I asked Chris about that. He said nobody ever hits a 24 down. I was like, well, maybe I need one. But
sorry, that was an easy target. Picking a little
yeah.
fruit.
But I did that, so when I blew the boat over, I was running it, and I had a F1 prop on it, the biggest prop that I had, and I was running a mile down the lake, just breaking in the motor and stuff, and so when I had a whole mile to get that boat up to speed with the F1 prop on it, and I grabbed the up button and just blew it over. I was going to put it into a corner, and I just flat blew it over.
No,
when we got the boat out of the water, the trim was at max. The up was at max.
Yeah, that'll do it. At a mile down the straightaway, you're really rolling.
So yeah, I can't blame the boat. It was me. It was totally driver error.
Very first time I went testing in a 45, I was out there with RJ, and I think Bill Rucker was there. His brother Warren was there. Go out there, his boat's all painted and it looks nice, and set my trim indicator and going down straight away, and we didn't run the trim in and out, so I trimmed the trim all the way out, all the way in. I make half a lap, and I'm going down the next straightaway, and the trim indicator moved on the cable, and I didn't realize it. And I'm going down probably for the second lap at the most. I blow the thing over because I think I'm running parallel, and I don't have any boat fuel at that time. It's just got into the 45 and blew the thing over. We had a jet ski and everything there, but I mean, who blows the thing over on their second lap out? So nobody was planning on it. Nobody was planning on it. So I can relate a little bit, and I just remember seeing the water in that lake was really clear, and it was you could see the sunlight coming through the water and stuff. It was weird. So.
Right. It's kind of nice when you're upside down, ain't it, Spencer?
it's very peaceful.
I don't think Tim's been upside down yet. He parks in the parking lot sometimes, but he don't.
Not in the big boat yet. Knock on wood. The 45 I've wadded up a few times, but
He's,
Not the
Right.
big one.
he's smart. He puts it on the beach where he can step out.
Yeah, just step
Right.
out and take a bow.
And he's
How you doing?
never going to hear the end of it because I think he's one of the only people I know that's done it. So I think there's a couple, but not too many. It's
Yeah,
a
you got
short
it.
list.
Right.
It's a special kind of gift to do that.
Yeah, Bill Seaboat stuck one up on the island at up in the woods in Missouri.
Jimmy did too. He blew it over into the trees. I was there. It was at Winter Park when they still raced there back in the day. It was had to be early '90s. It
Yeah,
was an interesting one. Him and I forgot who he was racing with, but he just took his air away going to that corner, and he went bye. He went right at that
Right.
ESPN camera. There's some pretty good photos of that one. That one was way more dramatic than mine. Mine was just a sudden stop into the rocks, which sucked
Right.
just as bad.
I thought you found a good fishing hole and you was just pulling over to catch the line.
There was actually homeless people right up the bank from that, and I had no idea that homeless people were living up there, and I'd parked in their living room.
Right.
It happened. There was a vine that come down, actually stopped the boat from going further up the bank than it was. It was already a pain in the ass to put it back, to get it back to the trailer. Carrying a full race boat, only was 3 laps in, so we had a full tank of gas, and yeah, it sucked.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was my first barrel roll. Was Nashville the same year you did that?
That's
I
right.
barrel rolled. Yeah, I barrel rolled during qualifying. I think
I think it was testing.
could have been.
Someone got some really good pictures of Johnny Fleming. He hit those same rollers that blasted you, and he saved it. But the pictures, probably Pierce took them. I'm assuming they were really like high-end photos. They looked pretty cool. Maybe Kevin did. Not sure, but
Yeah. Well, they come over my radio and said rollers, don't turn. But Johnny was spinning out in front of me and where he was at, and I was already into the corner. And I had 2 choices, either stay into the corner or turn out and hit him. Because, he was turned right there. So I had to go to the inside of him because I was too close to him to try to take him on the outside. So it wasn't a dramatic rollover. It kind of hung there for a minute, like, which way is it going to go? And it is flopped over.
yeah. Either way, it sucks, But again, I walked away from it. Boat did its job. What more can you
Yeah.
ask for, right?
Yeah. Well, actually on that one, I kind of panicked and couldn't figure out how to because I undone my belt before I undone my canopy, and I rolled inside the cockpit. Then I couldn't find the latches for the canopy. So I took and punched the hinge on the end and broke the canopy and went out through the bottom of it. And then when I flipped the boat back over, you can see in the pictures the canopy's still locked.
You broke the front off of it.
I went out the front.
Yeah, that's more fixing. You're good with fiberglass.
Right?
So, what else you been up to since we've pretty much been not doing a whole lot of anything with boat racing this year? I mean,
Nothing, just trying to keep my business going. This coronavirus pandemic has killed me.
yeah, it sucks. I don't know what to say about it at this point.
It's all a bunch of crap. But we'll just another day in life in America. We'll get through it and move on.
Exactly. We'll figure it out. We'll be on to the next thing. Hopefully next year this will be over, forgotten, and we're back to normal lives and racing. Because this will be the 3rd race. Actually, this weekend was supposed to be Angola. Right?
Right?
Yeah, so this will be the 3rd race. Highlands, Port Neches, and this one. So there's 3 races now that we've already missed. And now we see Bay City's done. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we get at least one in.
Well, you get Springfield, I'm sure.
Yeah, I gotta get a little more motivated and actually finish my boat. It's all but done. It's like once this stuff hit, like it's kind of the wind out of my sails with the boat. Just kind of put it on the back burner and figure it out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I understand. But, you have to be at that race.
Oh, it's Springfield.
Yeah, Springfield. You take so much pressure off of people.
New
As long
year,
as you're there, nobody has to worry about coming in last place.
As long as you're there. Well,
I mean, we appreciate the pressure that you take off of us.
Well, if I know if you're there, I'm going to be one higher than you are. Because you're both going to watch the
Yeah,
inside
because I'm
of
going
it.
to get that DNF sooner or later, right?
Yeah, hopefully that all changes this year for both of us. That's why I got rid of.
No, you do good, Tim. I'm just blowing you a bunch of shit, but
Oh,
you
I
know,
know. Of course. If we can't give each other shit, what's the point,
right? But
Not like we're,
that's
getting paid to do this. If we can't screw with each other, there's no fun in that.
So Kay Myers wants to know why your new boat's not going to be ready for Springfield.
my new boat.
The new boat that you're building.
Oh, because I got to build molds and everything for that. There's a lot of technical stuff that goes into that.
Yeah, you're doing a massive undertaking on that. You get I understand why, but you have a pretty big process that you're in for
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, you went through it with Hoffman on his boat, so you know what it entails.
Yeah, and then you got to submit stuff to UIM to get approved for the capsule and do all that stuff
Right,
too. And,
right.
there's-
Yeah, so it's a lot.
it's a decent process you got to go through.
Yeah, and I'm going to be leaning on RJ West a lot for that because he's already been through it and he'll help me out.
That's one thing nice about this sport, Everybody's always helping everybody out that can, It's not very cutthroat. We all help when we can, what we can.
That's what it's about. That's why I like it so much. I mean, if it wasn't for Dave and RJ and Chris and you guys and stuff like that I've met out there, I mean, it's not car racing where you're trying to flatten somebody's tire in the pits so they get a bad pit stop to beat them. I mean, we're all.
Did you
if
race
you need a
cars to
motor,
do that?
you need a motor. Here's a motor. Take a motor. Hey, come out here. Let's go racing. Have fun.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny because some of the first couple races you were at, you were just starting when you were getting back into it. When I met you, you didn't have a lot when you were showing up at the races. I mean, you just started getting some of the stuff that you had. You had the 45 boat, and I mean, you're just getting into it. But you're willing to you're in our pits. Hey, if you need anything, let me know. You're willing to give us a shirt off your back to help us out. And we had accumulated a lot of crap over the years and had quite a bit of stuff. But you're always willing to help anybody. And one of my crew guys nicknamed you Mr. Nice Guy.
That's because he don't know me.
So we call you behind your back. We call you Mr. Nice Guy because you're
cool.
a nice guy and you're willing to help. Even if you don't have what we need, you're willing to try and help us figure out how to get. You're always willing to help anybody.
Well, that's what it's about, man. I mean, I know I'm not going to be a world champion F1 driver and all that stuff. I'm out there to have a good time and cause everybody, as much problems as I can on the track. But in the pits, I want to help them out.
Yeah.
If I mean, that's what it's about. I told Ashton one time, I said, if I start staying on the lead lap with you and you win the race, I want you to drive the flag over to me because I'm going to take a victory lap with a flag because I stayed on the lead lap.
There you go. That's one way to look at it. And
And I was doing that in Springfield this year. We went from 15th off the dock up to 8th place, and we was doing good. And then the electronics went down on the boat, and it just died out and going into the first corner, and I just had to kind of coast on through and get out of everybody's way. But, we'd have finished up there pretty high.
No, I mean we all want to win, but at some point too, you got to be realistic and have some kind of realistic goals. I mean, this year it's looking like we're gonna have like 30 boats in the NGK series, and I mean,
right.
For some guys, finishing the top 10 that's gonna be a big deal. For some guys, finishing in the top 20 is gonna be a big deal. I mean, other guys, they're podium. I mean, just getting on the podium is gonna be tough this year.
Well, I know that I'm not going to be a world champion in that. Don't think I'm not going to try for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
I'll blow it over to prove a point to try to get there on the last lap if I have to. I mean, go big or go home kind of thing. But I'm not gonna lay down, but I'm gonna race.
Oh, absolutely. That's why you're doing it. You're not out there just to take a boat ride. You got to give it a shot. That's why you're dumping this money that we spend on all this stuff.
Right.
At least you got to try, or what's the point?
Right.
But yeah, then back to you as Mr. Nice Guy. That spread you put on in Springfield every year, dude, that is some of the best food ever. It's really good. You got going on there. You bring the whole damn party there to your pit.
Oh man, we went to Port Natchez, and those guys down there fed us crawfish, and it seems like pretty much everywhere, if somebody's close to that area, the closest race to them, they put on, they kind of feed people and stuff like that. And I was talking with Debbie about it, and I said, you know what, Springfield's the closest race to us. I said, why don't we do a shrimp? And it started out as a few teams and stuff like that. And then it grew to where everybody's there. And then we got some of the locals involved. A guy owns a trucking company out there, and he likes to fish. So we invited them over. And then the next year they put up the big screen for the movie, and they brought in fish and stuff. So, it just kind of grew from there.
Well, the first year we were there, I remember you guys had a projector screen, I think, that you put on the side of your trailer or something. I mean, something. You guys did something
Right.
while watching a movie in your pits.
Right, yeah, it was a fight. It was a Mayweather fight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It was
McGregor Mayweather. And cold, we like to froze to death.
Yeah, it was just like sprinkling or something. It was, the weather wasn't ideal by any means, but yeah, we definitely appreciate the spread you throw down at Springfield. I look forward to that. Not only the racing part and seeing everyone, but that get down you got. it's really good stuff.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, that's the whole point, right?
It's closest race to us, so that's a little we can give back to everybody else.
Hey, we appreciate it.
We had a question here from Dustin Terry. He wants to know what your elk ball recipe is.
Got their nuts
My
out.
elk balls recipe. He'd only want to know about the elk balls, wouldn't he?
It's Dustin.
Tell him I'll write it down for him and give it to him. It's pretty good. But it's basically elk sausage, and we mix some hot pork sausage in with it to get it fired up, and it's pretty good.
So pork sausage, elk, and some magic.
And some magic, yeah. I'll write it down for him.
Yeah, he'll appreciate it. His wife makes some crawfish. What is that stuff called?
It's called crawfish disc, I believe.
Disc,
I've
yeah.
been corrected a few times. I used to call it gumbo.
Yeah, well, whatever it's
Right.
called, it's some really, really, really good coon-ass food that, like, you eat so much of it because it's so damn good and you can't even move because you've eaten
Right.
half a pot of it. It's really
Yeah, I
good.
love Louisiana food. So, and I put some of that crab boil inside those meatballs.
Oh, the Old Bay or whatever you call it.
No, not Old Bay, crab boil. Louisiana crab boil.
Louisiana.
Or crawfish boil.
There you go, Dustin. Magic, pork
There you
sausage,
go.
and Louisiana
That's the
crab ball.
secret. Don't tell nobody.
The world's watching.
Yeah, he was out trying to catch crabs today. I talked to him right before we got on the line with you. I might have called him last night a little on the late side, so
It was late there, not here.
yeah, I was late there.
But yeah, we just wanted to have a podcast with you and make sure everything's going good with you. And like I said, we're all on hold. Don't really know what's going on, but like checking in, hearing from everyone, seeing what's going on.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's been, it's been a weird year this year. 2020 is messed up, but we'll do fine. 2021 we'll all be out there knocking paint off each other's boats again.
Yep, hopefully that's the plan.
Yeah.
Just forget.
Hopefully we'll have Dave out there this coming year, so that'll be even better. I get to hit him a couple times.
Trade some paint with him.
It's good.
Yeah, the producers are making Spencer a drink now. Apparently, after this drink, none of us are gonna be talking to Spencer tonight.
Right?
Anyway, but yeah, we just like I said, want to check in, see what's going on, make sure everybody's good. You're good. Like,
Jim Robb wants to know how your Kanak and back are feeling.
How what?
Your Kanak, right? Am I pronouncing that right? Your Kanak?
Knack.
I think he means neck,
Maybe Nick.
but it says Kanak and back.
it's K is
Oh.
silent.
My neck. Yeah, my neck. It's straightened up fine now. I had a couple of days there. It was pretty stiff. I still got a concussion, I guess, because I still got a black dot in one eye that I can shut one eye and I can't see anybody's face.
Hold up. You have to have a brain to have a concussion.
I still wake up stiff every day, but
Well, I won't comment.
I'm going to let that one go, Spencer.
Just bullshit.
Let Monica take it from here. No wonder Tim's out there.
Yeah, I tried sleeping there last night, but he wouldn't stop snoring.
Right.
No, that's why we
So,
wanted you two to
tell me,
sleep
Tim, how's Pride Week?
I don't know, actually. I'm going to find... Actually,
talking about gay pride or
yeah, which Pride? You got to specify. I'm in California.
Right. How's Pride Week out there going for you?
I don't think it's going too bad, actually. I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
what do you mean?
think
One picked you up from the airport.
This is true.
Right.
He didn't. You know what? He didn't say a word about Pride Week. I think they're hiding because there's a lot of
He picked up
Protest.
some Pride beers too. He got some Michelob Ultra Lights, I think.
Yeah, that's the gayest beer I've ever had in my life. Organic Michelob Ultra. I'm like, what the hell is this? He's like, I couldn't find Coors Light. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
But
I'll take it.
thanks, Tony, for picking him up at the airport.
Yeah, Tony, thanks for the ride,
Yeah.
buddy. And the washer and dryer, they're all yours. We didn't bring them upstairs. He knows what we're talking about.
Code talk.
No, there's the actual washer and dryer in the back of the.
Actually, it's in the truck right out here.
My dad was helping his girlfriend's daughter move some stuff, and I don't. You
Yeah,
keep
go ahead.
talking.
Spencer's
I'm
looking for
trying
the
to find
picture.
picture.
Yeah, we were, what should we say? We were very Spanish in our style of moving this stuff. If you know what I'm getting at.
My,
I lived in California for a while.
I can't show that picture. That's. Yeah. Oh, screw it.
Anyway, there's some stuff. Yeah, you won't be able to see that way.
You gotta do it to the computer. For John to see.
Yeah, then
My dad put wood in the back of the pickup so he could load it up
you got to
full.
put it in that camera for John to see
All right.
it. It's nicely done. He built
That's
a,
okay. Nice.
And Tony sprayed some letters on the back of on the back of the plywood, and my dad wasn't super happy about it because he doesn't.
But it got him home.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be in the middle of anything, which none of us really do. So we don't.
No, it's a bunch of crap, man. I mean, we are who we are.
it's a nightmare
It is.
is what it is.
The easiest thing is just to not say too much about anything for some of us right now, and I feel like that's the boat that I'm in. So. Trying to say
Right,
too
yeah.
much.
I agree with you, Spencer.
Yeah, just a silent voice is a left alone voice at this point in time. Hell, it's only June. What's going to happen in the next 6 months in 2020?
Right?
I mean, we're only at halftime right now.
Right?
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're just checking in, see how everything's going with you. Glad that you're okay. And you tore your shit up, but it happens. But you're all right. And
Yeah, life's good. Toby got me out of the water and got me in the boat, and we pulled it to the trailer and put it on that. And I had to laugh about it because I really wanted to cry. Spend all that time and effort and doing everything perfect on the boat because I was really going to come out and try to kick Spencer's ass this year, but
well, then you decided you needed to wash it.
yeah,
Instead.
that boat is stupid fast. That boat is unbelievable fast.
The video that I seen, I don't know who took it, but yeah, you were definitely rolling. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that boat's stupid fast, and Fairchild did a good job on the bottom, and man, that thing it's unreal.
But you had to make sure he stays busy, so you said I'm just gonna tie this
Right,
shit up. and he's gonna
I knew he was slow, so I told him some business, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was bored. He had nothing else to do out there in Tennessee.
Right?
You reckon that boat could have saved his marriage? Too much time with his wife. Maybe might not be
Right.
a good thing.
No, it's I got some more parts this year, and Bill Gore built me another motor, and Dave McMurray built my old motor. He rebuilt it, and we finally started upping our game a little bit. So try to get last year we was running. I only had one motor, and we was running it, and it already had 2 seasons on it. So we was coming out this year to really go after some top 10 points, and just everything went to shit all of a sudden.
So when you say you got more parts this year, you mean like more parts because they got tore off the boat when you wrecked, or?
Yeah, yeah, that too. No, I got more gear cases, more engines, more extra parts.
Extra parts is always good.
Right.
When you don't
Especially
rip them
when
off of
you're
the
driving.
boat at 100 miles an hour.
Right.
All right. Well, said we was checking in, make sure everything's going good, and
It's good talking to you tonight.
seeing
Sorry
you.
you're the butt of a few jokes, but we appreciate you, and it's good talking to you and seeing you.
Oh, that's fine, man. Hell, I laugh about myself all the time every time I get in a race boat. No, it's good seeing you guys, though. Glad Tim gets to get out of Illinois and get out there to where people actually live.
Yeah. Yeah, we.
I don't know if it's any better here than Illinois.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much a carbon copy of each other where I lived out here.
So Chicago's got a beach?
Yeah, we do. A whole lot of them. Big ass lake called Lake Michigan. North Avenue. It's huge.
Right.
All right. Well, good talking to you, and we will shout at you later. Make sure everything's going good, and see you around.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in Springfield.